we all love the rich and succulent, juicy flavor of pineapple. But most of us eat our pineapple in one of these, canned pineapple. Today, I'm going to show you how to properly slice a pineapple, and I encourage you to please try this at home. Now, as a disclaimer, I've done much research to determine the best technique, and I have done this many, many times on my own. The best method, and the one I'm about to show you, to cut up a pineapple is called slicing. Alright, according to Healthline.com in February of 2020, this method is referred to in the culinary industry as slicing the pineapple. Before we begin, let's discuss the end goal. We are going to cut this pineapple into slices that yield the most amount of fruit, that have that rich, sweet flavor that we all know and love. This particular type of pineapple is called a gold pineapple. The fruit is extra sweet and sugary. Now before we begin, there's a few things you need. First, always wash your hands. You also need a sharp knife. Avoid using a dull knife. And lastly, you need a fresh pineapple. You can get these at your local grocery store. The first step today is to chop off the crown and base. According to Dole.com, in March of 2020, this portion of the pineapple is called the crown. The crown is this upper portion that also contains the leafy top that I'm chopping off right now. Take your knife and make a perpendicular cut to completely chop off the crown and base. Of course, it works best if you rest the fruit on its side, like you can see me doing right now. For all of you following at home right now, avoid a messy workstation. Always make sure your cutting board is clean. The next step is to remove the skin. The skin of the pineapple is also referred to as the rind. Now, as you can see, the best and most effective way to do this is to make cuts that run parallel to the body of the pineapple. After you have removed the skin, make sure you cut off any remaining brown spots. These are called eyes. You want to avoid leaving the eyes on the pineapple because they ruin that succulent, sweet flavor. Next, you stand the pineapple upright and slice it in half. Then, you lay these pieces down and cut them in half. Now make sure to be careful if you're using a sharp knife, like you should be, because the pineapple is very slippery. You should be left with 4 beautiful, beautiful slices. The next step is to remove the core, and you do this by simply making a diagonal cut on each one of these slices. This takes away the hard, rigid core that has no flavor at all. Now make sure you do not forget to cut off the core on each of your slices. The core is very tough and very bitter to taste. The last and final step is to take each of your slices and cut them into smaller pieces. Alright, so pineapple is often referred to as nature's candy, but I like to call it edible gold. Now, thekitchen.com, as of February 2020, suggests that you should cut your pieces one more time for smaller portions. And I like to do that, but it's really up to you. In the end, if you did all these steps correctly, you should end up with succulent, mouth-wateringly sweet slices of pineapple. This is what the end goal should look like. Now, to summarize the steps, you want to remove the 2 ends of the pineapple, trim the sides, and then, don't forget, remove the core. Trust me, this method is the best and easiest method to cut a pineapple and will leave you satisfied and wanting more. Thank you, and have a good day.